Okay, welcome back, and I'm talking to you guys again. Apparently it's the first time I forgot to turn my microphone on. Anyway, as you see, I got my Powertrains mining set finally. This is I was trying to get this back from Series 1. I was just in the store and I saw they have Series 4 out finally. Or I say finally, but I guess, I've really been keeping up with them because I haven't really seen a whole lot of Powertrains in the stores. But I saw they had Series 4, which they had this cool little farm steam engine, which looked really nice. I wanted to get that. And also with that one, you got to get the cars that come with it. Oop, get a whole lot of light in there. As you can see, it's got a login thing, a bale. Just pretty standard, I guess, the four, but themed around to them. Anyway, we'll get to those in a few minutes. But we're going to worry about this. We're going to do the mining set first. And this set comes with, you got the miner piece, you got the rocks come with it, the specialized car, I'm sorry, this one right here, which I guess tilts, and also the braking track. Not on here, but one of the other things I want to get soon, I guess, I don't know if it just came out as part of Series 4, if it was out before or not, but they have this logging set. It's an RC log loader, so it looks like that the train itself has an RC control unit. So kind of like the Thomas and Friends or the HO stuff, use the remote control in order to drive the trains around, which is, like I said, is kind of cool because to me, Powertrains is always, I think it was always meant to be the train set that you get in between Thomas and the HO because they're cool, they're nicely detailed, they look really good, they're durable, but they're not as fragile as like an HO scale. So kids who are getting a little bit older, who are trying to get away from the young Thomas franchise. Okay, so let's open this sucker up and let's see what we got. All right, and let's open this guy up, or girl, or whatever an inanimate object might be. All right, so right off the bat, you can see that the rocks are not black as like they are in the box. They are gray. Doesn't really look like they give me a whole lot though. One thing I do like is the different sizes and textures that they have in here, but it's not a whole lot of rocks to begin with or to use. Here's the tipping car, I guess you would call it. So it just dumps the rocks over, and it goes both ways. I mean, there's enough to fill it, but you kind of want a little more than that. Maybe there's another bag in here. Let's look. So let's open up our boring instructions and figure out how to put this together. And with the magical power of editing, next time you see this, it'll be completed. So 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, here we are. We have it all together. This is all what it comes with. Like I said, the one car, the rocks, the track, and the actual mining set. We have the rocks already in the hopper here. This is where once the train car dumps its rocks over, dumps it into this little collector, and then the collector just dumps it back in to repeat itself. All right, so this set's kind of cool. We have two little wheels that turn the conveyor belt. They're one on each side. They both do the exact same thing. The conveyor belt lifts the rocks up from the hopper up to the top here, and then they roll back. They're supposed to roll back down into our train car. So as we take a look at it, let me turn it so you can see a lot better. All right, so like I said, one of the things I like the most about this set is that these rocks are oddly shaped, and they are at different sizes and everything, which adds variety and adds a randomness, because obviously real rocks in the real world aren't all the same and they're not all perfectly round and everything. So let's get started. We'll turn our conveyor belt wheel and we'll watch the rocks go up. And as the rocks get to the top, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not sure if you can see that. There you go. You see how the rocks kind of stayed there? The conveyor belt brought some up. And looks like also the conveyor is not allowing the rocks to go. Let me move the camera too. All right, so as you can see, I'm not getting any more rocks. Well, there's one. So I'm not getting any more rocks because the rocks are they're not perfectly round, so they're not really rolling like a round sphere, like a round ball would do. Huh, so look at that. So all the rocks are up there, no rocks are in there, and not all the rocks are going. So it seems like the feature I think is the best part about this entire thing is what makes it not work right, which is these rocks. These rocks, they look awesome, they look really good. I'm impressed by them, but at the same time, a set like this, what's going on up there? Okay, also since the rock's getting backed up here, we are getting rocks that are getting caught underneath the conveyor belt, so that's a problem. Let's go backwards and kick them off. Alright, anyway, alright, so let me push these down so they get out of the way before they cause a really big problem. This table is level. I mean, I can go bust out a level in a second. And actually, let me do it real quick. Let me pause this for a second. Or you won't see a pause, you'll see a jump cut. All right, got my level here. I'm gonna level up both ways. I'm gonna do a forward and back here because the rocks need to come down forward here. So make sure it's level there. And in case you don't know how level works, inside a level, they've got these little glass tubes that are full of liquid. I'm not sure if it's water or alcohol or an oil, whatever, doesn't matter. But anyway, there's a bubble inside, and that bubble needs to be in between the two black lines, so that if the table was kind of up like this, the bubble goes out, so you know it's the incline is off, or it's off of level, or not plumb, or whatever the actual proper term is. So you can see as it's sitting normally, it's leveled that way, and then we're also going to level side to side here to make sure. And again, you know, it's perfectly level. So, you know, we can't say that the problem lies with the table. The problem here is lying with the actual set. Now, this would work, I'm fairly certain that this would work really good if these rocks were little round circular colored balls like you would see in other younger toys and stuff. But since they make them realistic looking, odd shapes and odd sizes, you know, you run into trouble like this where they don't roll like they're supposed to. Some of them look like that they want to kind of slide a little bit. That's not working. Anyway, also another part of this set that I saw, I didn't realize it was before, it's got this nice little handle here and this little drive-in area. So if you have like a powertrain truck or something that loads, if you have rocks up here, you know, you pull this lever down, it opens up a little trap door which drops the rocks into the bed of the truck. But I don't have one of those little trucks, so I can't really use that. Let's pretend like we filled up with rocks, we're on the rest of our train, we drove around the track, we come back over, and we want to dump our rocks in. So we dump our rocks into our little hopper here, and turn over, and all the rocks didn't go. Also, as you can see, there's this gap here between where the train stops and where this begins. And that little gap is kind of holding on to the rocks here. All right, that didn't fall down. But, you know, I got two rocks down here that fell down in there because it didn't make the gap. So that's another failure with this house. Oh, look at that, 4 rocks didn't make it. Anyway, that's another failure with this. So this $15 toy that we have here is not working the way it's designed to work. So, change directions, let's go to the steam engine. Let's look what's inside, let's look how it looks. I said look a lot. I'd like to be graceful open this thing, but it just might be one of those where you just gotta squeeze and rip it off. Ooh, it definitely looks pretty, look at that. And it's got a nice little light up top here, which lights up with the 2 AA batteries. Again, here's your slow and fast speed, and it looks like your steam funnel is your on-off switch, which is clever because everything else, the older trains, let me borrow you for a second, you know, has a big switch right here. Ooh, the batteries are still in here and they still work. All right, so gotta fix that. All right, this whole thing is becoming a mess. It's becoming disorganized. I'm just ripping things apart now. because I want to get this out. I want to show you. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'm hoping you're excited too. Ugh, I hate when they do these things. Ooh, look at that. Everything turned, or you got the push rod spinning. That's what it's called, right? A push rod? You know, I'm sure you guys will let me know if that's wrong or not. I think it is. I think this, the back drive wheel pushes the other wheels to turn as well. So I think it's called a push rod. I could be wrong. I most likely am. But anyway, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it a push rod because that's what makes sense to me. Uh-oh, I should have looked to see which way these go. Which way does the, I would assume that the coal would go towards the steam engine car, right? Or does the coal get dumped down and go forward this way and they open the door over here? Or is this the door and the coal comes this way? Which I think is what it is. Kind of makes sense to me. You couple them together. Because I'm assuming that this little ladder here is on the back of it. I don't know. I should, like I said, I should have paid attention. Anyway, this looks really good. I like the different reliefs they have for the blow molding. I think it's a blow molding or vacuum mold. Anyway, they put some plastic in a mold and then they heat it up and they suck out air or blow air into it and it forms into a mold, and that's where you get all these the details of it. So we've got yellow, got green, got the black, got the dark green, got the gold. But yeah, I mean, the details of this look really good. You know, you got the little rivets sticking out. The paint job's pretty good. It looks pretty good. I like the way it looks. So, on that note, let's open her up, put in some batteries, and watch her go around the track. Okay, and all right. Then it's got the trademark yellow light, even though I'm pretty sure that the thing shows a white light, nice and bright too. But you know, you get a dull little LED yellow light. All right, you put it in slow. Looks like it's got a good little, nice slow speed to it. And you go faster. That's the express train right there. That's one of the things I don't like about some train sets, and I think this might be one of them, is that it goes a little too fast. You know, you need a train that goes around the track a nice slow pace, you know, because these are old steam engines, especially. You know, the bullet train, okay, you want the bullet train to go fast because it's a bullet train, it's a passenger train. People need to go, or want to go where they need to go as fast as possible because they don't want to sit around. But the beauty of an old steam locomotive with passenger cars is, you know, take a nice, smooth, slow ride around town. Okay, and before we continue on, we're going to open up the other four freight cars. Let me move the camera. I was trying to keep the camera steady, but these things are too tall for the camera lens. You know, you got your what was that? The organic fuel, clean alternative, clean solutions. Your boxcar. I guess your, what are those things? A rock car? Or what do you put in these kind of cars? You know, they got the little, I'm assuming you put the rocks in, I think. I don't know what you put in those. And then you got your logs with removable logs, you know, because they got to have a sticker say removable logs, which they look pretty cool. Which should be cool because, you know, if you get the log set, then I have more logs to go with it. Kind of like if they had another set of cars that came with extra rocks for your mining set, that'd be a good idea. All right, so we're just gonna rip this thing open. Let's see, directions, are they the same thing? They look like they might be. Oh no, these are for the cars. So the other one was for the engines. These are for the different types of cars they have. So let's see what we have here. So we have our bullet cars, bullet car, and a speedboat car. Ooh, so it's the racing pack. The farm pack is which one we have. The tank car, the box car, the gondola car. Okay, so it's called a gondola car. Good to know. And the logging car. Ooh, they have another military pack. Tanker, box car, flat car, and the missile car. Which I like my old military one, which came with a tank. Tank was cool. I liked it, but you know, to get a little missile launcher, that looks pretty cool. You gotta look into getting that one. And then the construction pack, which I think I have this one. Yeah, tanker car, ore car, crane car, and a bulkhead flat car with pipes. So I know I had one with pipes, which is over here. Here are the pipes for it. But yeah, the rest of it's over there. Okay, so maybe they got different themes, different stickers on them. That's probably what it is. All right, so first comes to first, let's look at our organic fuel, because biofuels of the future. Ugh, sorry for that loudness. And it's just, you know, an orange tanker car with green accents to it. And again, like I said, with the stickers on it. But yeah, I mean, all the tanker cars are pretty much the same. I feel like there's something rattling on the side there. I almost want to take it apart to find out, but I'll break it if I do that. All right, we got that. Next up, we have our organic eggs, fresh range hens, no hormones, delivered fresh. Giraldez Farms. Giraldez? I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm even reading that right. Mother hen fresh eggs. Or is it mother fresh hen eggs? I think it's mother hen fresh eggs, right? Grade AAA. Those are always the good kind, you know? Anyway, you got your hay bale transporter, our gondola car, right? Everything's basically the same. Got a sticker. Like I said, I'm glad these stickers aren't on there crooked, because, you know, you get a lot of toys that do stuff like that. And last but not least, the good car. The car that I was looking forward to seeing, because I saw all these other ones, but we have a log car. It's got logs in it, and the logs are removable as soon as I get rid of this little plastic rubber band. Get off, get off, get off, get off. I think toys used to be easier to take apart when I was younger. When I get older, I think they make them hard on purpose now. Alright, so yeah, each of these little logs, which I'm wondering, which is weird. Oh, maybe, because I was looking, like, they got these little indents right here. And I started thinking to myself, why would they do that? But I'm starting to think now, Lincoln logs, right? You put them together like that, and you put them on top of each other, and maybe you can start making a house or something. Oh, you can't see that because it's too far down. Let's move it up here. You know, they got these dents in them. I think the Lincoln logs have those too from my childhood, and I think they still have them out now, Lincoln logs, right? Yeah, so you can start putting them together, and then suddenly you get a couple of these packs, and you can build yourself Lincoln's house or something. Then you can have a train wreck to come through and go, ah! Or not. I might be going a little crazy. Anyway, so that must be what they're there for. I don't know. Because I was looking at them, and now they look familiar. What those little indents of the logs. So this is the train. It's going in slow motion because kind of like a slow freight train. But let's speed her up and see how fast she goes. Got a little bit faster going. We got a train running around. Nice little steam engine farm freight. I'm sorry, the farm steam engine and freight. And unfortunately, it looks like the logs are kind of sliding backwards a little bit with the vibrations and the turns. Oopsie. Okay, so that should just about wrap up this little review of the Powertrains mining set and also the new Series 4 steam freight, right? I keep forgetting what his name is called. The farm steam engine and the freight cars that go with it. I would like I said, definitely recommend getting the trains and everything because they look good, they feel good, they work well, the details are really good. Like I said, the train itself, it was $10 for the train and the tender, and it was also $10 for these 4 cars. So I mean, that's not too bad. And our mining set was $15, which I thought, you know, wasn't a bad price, but since it doesn't function like it should, I would, I guess, suggest holding or staying away from this, because if your kids are trying to play with it, and like I said, rocks get caught in here, or the rocks, they don't go down the chute, you know, it's not fun. Kids are going to get upset with that. Yeah, stay away from the mining set. Definitely get the freight train cars and all the other Series 4 cars, or all the other Series 4 trains they have out there. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. I'm sorry if I rambled on too long, and I appreciate you, everybody watching. Thank you for your time, and I will see you guys in another video.